1, 2, 3, 4. Show yourself. Okay. Hi, my name is Angela, and I'm here today to discuss with you an informative research that I've done on vaccines. In recent years, there have been more and more questions rising on the controversial matter. The main question more and more parents, doctors, pediatricians, and even teachers have been asking is, are vaccines safe? Do the benefits outweigh the risk? Furthermore, should we allow unvaccinated children to attend public schools? I'm not sure where I stand on this, but doing my research, I have discovered a lot of new information. You may think this topic wouldn't be of importance to you if your children have already passed vaccination age. This was my thought in the beginning, considering my children are already vaccinated and they both attend public schools. This is clearly not the case. I am still affected because my children attend public schools with unvaccinated children. This could pose a potential risk to their health and the health of your children as well. The major pediatric and medical organization endorsed the Uniform Childhood Act in 1955. This focused on making sure that every child had to be vaccinated before attending public schools. In recent years, schools have decided to bend the rules, allowing kids to attend public school without being vaccinated. My questions were raised even further when the outbreaks of measles and 121 cases in the United States. Also, a case locally here at Coastal Carolina University of an unvaccinated child catching measles, all because he did not have his vaccine. People began questioning vaccines in the early 1970s. A controversy over the safety of the DTP vaccine began in Europe. In the UK, reports from the Great Osmond Street Hospital claimed that 36 children were hospitalized for neurological problems resulting from the DTP vaccine. The US controversy began in 1982. Media attention on the so-called risk of the DTP vaccine arrived with the documentary DTP Vaccination Roulette. This documentary described the adverse effects of immunizations and the not-so-good health benefits. In 1991, a book called A Shot in the Dark by Harris Couture and Barbara Lou Fisher also claimed the potential risk of DTP vaccines, stating that among more than 100 cases of the DTP vaccine induced brain inflammation and immune system dysfunction were children who had developed regressive autism. In 1986, Congress passed the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act, known as the VICT. The first awards were given to children who had injuries or their lack of competence resulted in death. These were children who had suffered brain inflammation or death after receiving the DTP vaccine. In 2008, the federal government also rewarded a girl who received multiple vaccines in just one day and had caught autism. She too was entitled to compensation for her injuries. Well, so what are the bad components of immunizations? According to the CDC, the ingredients used in vaccines are aluminum gels, antibiotics, egg proteins, formaldehyde, MSG, and thimerosal. The bad component we think is in these vaccines is thimerosal. Thimerosal is a mercury-based preservative that has been used for decades in the U.S. in vaccines. According to the CDC, there was no evidence that thimerosal, when administered in small doses, would cause harm. In July 1999, people began to see that thimerosal might not be as safe as we thought. The Public Health Service agencies, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the vaccine manufacturers all agreed that thimerosal should be removed or reduced in all vaccines together. So how many people actually failed to vaccinate their children? A data obtained in a survey in 2009 by the National Immunization Interview found that out of 11,206 parents and children that ranged in ages from 24 to 35 months, Approximately 60.2% neither delayed or refused vaccines. 25.8% only delayed administering vaccines to their children. 8.2% only refused vaccines, and 5.8% delayed and refused vaccines altogether. According to the public health reports in 2001, decisions to delay or refuse vaccines are associated with increased health risks to not only you, but to your whole community. Public schools allow some children to attend even if they are not vaccinated. So what are the circumstances? A medical exemption allows for a child to attend school without vaccines. This is grounds for exemption in all 50 states. Religious exemptions apply in 47 out of the 50 states. Philosophical belief apply in 18 out of the 50 states. According to the CDC, studies show that vaccine exemptions cluster geographically. This makes some communities at greater risk than others. The more people are unvaccinated in a community, the more the potential for a virus to be there exists. This is called the herd effect. This is really only there to protect a small amount of the public who have compromised immune systems and are allergic to the vaccines themselves. The recent outbreak of measles included some 121 cases in the United States. Most of the ones who contracted measles were not vaccinated, and that is according to the CDC. This is a primary example of the benefit outweighing the risk. At this point, I am unsure where I stand on this issue. There is a lot more information that needs to be researched. Do other parents' decisions affect my children? I don't know. Some believe yes, while others believe no. I have discovered during my research that there are some risks when deciding to vaccinate my children. But, as I've said before, the benefits do outweigh the risks. Thank you.